last 82 pence. So it is the Oscar Wilde quote, you know, the price of everything, the value of nothing. And incidentally, I do love Oscar Wilde just because he fucked the Marquis of Queensberry's son, which is fantastic. The bloke who wrote the rules for boxing, I've had your son. Fucking great. Anyway, when you look at the companies who are bidding to run the tubes, good news is Richard Branson isn't involved. Bad news is Balfour Beatty is one of the preferred bidders. Behind ya! So, and we asked Balfour Beatty about their maintenance and safety record, and they said our standards and procedures compare very favourably with other companies and the rest of the industry. And we said, yes, we agree. Because in the last 18 months, out of the companies that are bidding to run the tube, there have been 23 successful prosecutions brought against them by the Health and Safety Executive. Balfour Beatty have 5 of those. I agree. You do compare very favourably with the rest of the industry. And Balfour Beatty, actually, can we show this? Balfour Beatty got this letter, right, from Railtrack. And it's a telling off letter. And this is what they say. Crap efficiency. Workmanship was appalling. Disgust at this quality of work and poor attitude. Dopey awareness and poor workmanship. Please don't bother writing with apologies and all the usual folder roll. Now, when Railtrack tell you off like that, yeah, that's the equivalent of just standing outside Balfour Beatty's office and going, "You're shit, and you know you are." And Balfour Beatty said, yes, but at the same time they sent us that letter, we got a lovely letter from Railtrack on the same sort of area, working on the maintenance, and they said that our workmanship was marvellous, it was professional, they were really impressed by the conscientiousness of the workers there. And we said, that's precisely the point with fragmentation. You can be shit and brilliant at the same time. You can actually do that, and that is the keynote. It's the same, but different. It's shit, but wonderful. And this is the whole way it works, right? Because the companies that take over the tube will be judged on their performance. The authorities will judge their performance to be a success if they manage to bring their performance levels in at 5% lower than the current ones. So if they fuck up, they've succeeded. We're shit, but we're brilliant. Hooray! So we go back to Balfour Beatty and we try to get Danny his job back again. It was great. Balfour Beatty's head office in London, they got 2. They got one at the Angel, just telling you if you're taking notes, if you're preparing for something later on. And they got one in, they've got one near Victoria. And what we did was we got Danny in a security guard's outfit and stuck him outside Balfour by the doors on the pavement with a desk in front of him, with an angle poise, pot plant, little bin, executive toy, some notepaper. Danny had a bit of trouble with Balfour Beatty.
Oh, right.
And he's recently won his tribunal to say that Balfour Beatty actually are his employer and should provide him with work.
Yeah.
And so Danny's here reporting for duties after winning his tribunal. Balfour Beatty is still saying they're trying to find him a job. That's what they're trying to find him a job that's suitable. But who knows? So it comes back to the tube and this whole fragmentation issue. What's going to happen to it? Is Prescott going to try and sort of like fudge it? Is Ken going to sort of like stab us in the back? Because they were elected. Ken was elected on a clear mandate. He was elected on save the tube, keep it in public ownership, and fuck Tony Blair. That was his mandate. Everyone just went, hey, let's fuck Tony Blair and save the tube. Hooray, tick. That's what it was. You've got Bob Kiley, who's this American that's been brought over by Ken to be his commissioner for the tube, and he's this maverick who's going to go in there and sort it all out. The man who was called in and sorted out the New York tube and just happened to work for the CIA in his spare time earlier on. You think, well, that'll be handy. He'll be used to dealing with ruthless right-wing bastards like Prescott, so he should be fine. So, you know, I said that the whole thing was about we're shit, but we're brilliant. This is the final nail in that argument. The consortia that are bidding for the infracos, they're now saying, one of them is now saying, if the government changed the PPP plans, the privatisation plans, too much, they will take the government to court and sue them for compensation for 30 million. if all Infraco companies do that, so that's nearly 100 million quid we will get sued for just for keeping the tube in public ownership, the thing that we want. Which is a bit like saying to someone, give us 10 quid or I'll mug you. So the final thing that we want to leave you with is we did our own scientific test, and we want people to do it for to measure the quality of ride. Okay, this is it's not that scientific actually. And what we want people to do is, if the tube is privatised, just develop your own tests.
Thank you.